Welcome to this YouTube video that we were able to put together thanks to our partnership with Bill Wynn at GoffstownToday.com. We hope you enjoy what you're about to see. But we needed to accommodate our guest. Her name is Robin LeBlanc, known as Miss Robin, and she owns and operates Miss Robin's Dance, etc. in the fashionable town of Goffstown. Yes, very fashionable town of Goffstown.
He's becoming the NPR guy again.
That's right, the NPR guy.
That's not a good thing. Hi, Miss Robin.
What was it Farrah used to say? So let it be written, so let it be done?
I'm Mr. Dave.
Hello, Mr. Dave.
And that's Mr. Rich.
Hello,
I'm
Mr.
Mr. Potato Head. But anyway, so Robin, why don't you take a moment to introduce yourself, personally, professionally, and your business here to our audience?
I'm Robin LeBlanc, and I'm the owner and operator of Miss Robin's Dance, etc., located at 155 Mass Road in Goffstown. I offer classes to children ages 3 and up. I do ballet, jazz, tap, and modern. I also offer intensive programs for the serious dance student. And I also offer classes to lower-income families in town who would not otherwise be able to take classes.
So now, are you a for-profit or a not-for-profit business?
I am a non-profit business.
Now, it's not non-profit because you don't make any money. It's not-for-profit because you are, a 501c3, and did you do that because you wanted to be able to help lower-income families?
That is the reason.
Now,
yes.
Is that how you started, or did you kind of evolve into that?
I kind of evolved into that. I have more students from town now locally that were able to pay for classes when they started, and because of the bad economy, we're not able to continue classes because of financial issues with their families. So I said, okay, we need to do something here, and I still want to continue classes, so let's see what we can do. And talking to different people in town, they said, why don't you just do a nonprofit, and then you can continue offering education to children who can't afford classes on a normal financial level.
I see. So now, are you sort of two companies? Did you start a nonprofit to give scholarships, or did you convert your whole business to a nonprofit operation?
I converted the whole business to a nonprofit.
That's interesting. What did that take?
It didn't take a whole lot. You file with the state. You do have to elect a board, members on a board who make every decision with me. And that's about it.
And so when did you make this conversion?
In July this year.
In July of this year. How long did that take you?
It only took a few weeks.
A few weeks?
To get it all done.
Now, how long have you been in business, and how many students do you have at any given time?
3 years we've been in business, and we have 24 enrolled this year. We started with 12.
Okay.
So we're getting there.
And what percent would you say, now, in addition to just running the business, yeah, Dave, I forget to hit a button, so the photo that I took is on its way now.
Bad host.
I know, bad host. So what percentage of your students are eligible for some sort of assistance from the business to be there?
There's no percentage of students that are eligible. If a family comes to me and tells me that they're having financial issues and they'd still like their student to be able to take classes, I discuss what their finances are like and decide with the board if they're eligible to have a lower rate.
Now, do you, in addition to just charging tuition, because, it's a school, so
absolutely,
we'll call it tuition, do you have fundraising that you do? Do you have people out there beating bushes, trying to find folks that'll donate to your scholarship fund? Is that how it works?
We have not done that yet. That is something that we are talking about. Because we are a new board, we are just coming out with what we can do for fundraisers. I do have a few people. John Hikel, who owns Paris Auto here in town, has offered his business for doing car washes and things like that. And we are looking for people who are interested in maybe helping us out and things like that.
Now, do you have a goal in terms of being able to grow the school or grow the fundraising base? Do you have targets in mind, timelines, dollar amounts, student numbers?
We don't have a goal as far as anything like that goes. We just really want to reach the community and reach children who would not normally be able to take a class in dance, who really love the art.
Now, tell me about that, because how long have you been dancing, or why did you go into teaching, and what do you really hope to accomplish through the creation of this nonprofit?
I've been dancing for 30 years, and I've been teaching for 17 of those years. And I started out as a 2-year-old taking tap and jazz and just
at 2?
At 2.
How do you take tap and jazz at 2 years old?
It's very challenging, I'm sure, for the teacher. At that age, they like to just make noise and dance to music. A lot of kids at home will do that, and they're hanging out in their living room or in their bedrooms, and parents will say, "Oh my gosh, they love to dance. They do it all the time. Can they take a class?" And that's usually when I get them, is when they're just starting. And as soon as they start, you see them come alive in class. You see music just move through their bodies, and they don't even realize that they're learning a skill or a syllabus or technique. They just learn it as they go and don't even realize that they're doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, does that help them with the development of motor skills in particularly, or what other than, they get to, well, it is our movers and shakers in small business. So what, other than getting to move and shake to, some kind of coordinated, ensemble, what are the benefits?
That's a funny story. It's actually a story I'll tell you. I'll answer with a story. When I was little, I didn't think I needed a math class. And I said that to my math teacher. And he said to me, "Well, don't you dance?" And I said, "Well, of course I dance." And he said, "Well, that takes geometry. You have to do patterns and you have to do shapes." And I had no idea that any of that would incorporate into my dance education. I was just all about art.
Okay.
And so children do learn motor skills, but they also learn math. And you can use different programs in math. I use a program called Brain Dance, and it incorporates math into the syllabus.
Oh, really? So you're teaching the kids math while they dance?
And they have no idea.
Now, is there any particular physical benefits to starting that young?
I would say coordination.
Yeah.
Definitely, it helps with coordination. I think mainly it's socialism. It's getting kids out of their box at home and being able to.
Did you just say it's socialism?
I did.
No. Do you mean socialization?
That's what I meant.
Yeah, we don't like that other word.
Yeah, no. I mean, yes, the Comrade Dance School. Welcome to. Well, she is wearing red. I didn't realize that there was a tie. Welcome to a Comrade.
Comrade Robin.
This is the Comrade Dance. Anyway, okay. So, continue, please, on our socialization.
Yes, thank you for correcting me. Yeah, a lot of kids they're fairly shy. They'll come into class, and their parents are sitting there. They're a little nervous. As soon as class gets started, the other kids are talking with them and talking with me. And as they learn, they gain confidence, and they start what I call performing in class for one another. We do improvisation, and I'll play a piece of music, and they'll get to listen to it and move however they want to move to it. And it kind of gets them out of their little shell. Mm-hmm. And communicating with everybody. Girard
Large time is 8:34. We're in studio with Robin LeBlanc of Miss Robin's Dance, etc., located at 155 Mast Road in Kaufstown. We're learning about her somewhat unique business in that she went from being a for-profit to a not-for-profit dance studio. Okay, so now, Robin, you mentioned the economy was really the motivating reason why you went from a for-profit to a not-for-profit business, wanting to find a way to help the families that had started with you continue because they were affected by the economy. Do you see, generally speaking, more businesses following this model of yours? Are you following a trend? Are you leading a trend? Are you somewhat unique? Is this what businesses are going to resort to?
I think I'm unique.
Stay alive?
I think so. I think I'm unique. I think that hopefully, if businesses do have to kind of slow down a little bit because of the economy, that they'll be eager to keep going and know that it's possible to offer scholarships and things like that by becoming nonprofit. I think dance studios in general are not that way. Mm-hmm. That's why I consider myself unique. I think that most places are about financing, and I am not. I want to try and bring art and dance, like I said, to children who might not otherwise be able to do something like that.
So why not just I don't know. Why not just say lower the fees or do a case by case sort of evaluation or have a sliding scale? Is that something you can do as a for-profit business, or is that something you really needed to become a nonprofit to handle?
You can definitely do the sliding scale and stay for profit. Being nonprofit, I find there's a lot more available to me as far as people who are willing to help. The community of Goffstown is really willing to help us in whatever way we need. The Parks and Rec is a great outlet for that for us. They support us.
So you do your classes through the Parks and Rec
through
department?
the Parks and Rec, I do.
Now, are you limited as a result to only Goffstown residents that can be part of your school, or you take any and all comers?
I try and stay with the Goffstown community. I'd say 96% of my students are Goffstown. I do take Ware and Dumbarton, New Boston. I don't have many Manchester students. I do have a few, so I'm not limited.
Right, you're not limited. But...
Right, it's not a rule.
Okay. So, and of course you always take those who pay the full boat.
You got it.
Oh, Robin, if people want to learn more about you and or your business, how best do they do that?
They could email me at rldanceetc. At gmail.com, or they could call me for some more information at 680-1186.
That's 680-1186 or rldanceetc for etc. at gmail.com.
You got it.
All right, Robin, thanks for joining us here this morning on Girard.
WLMW 90.7 FM.
It's uplifting and powerful, and it's a good message all around.
New Hampshire Family Radio.
It's just a good station to listen to.